Lynn's tournament starting in 1 minute. How goes? Everything should be set up right. We got a fun one today. Continuation of the Warriors of Chaos Massacre. I am currently at 7 wins, no losses. How far can we go? If I can win today's tournament, I think that'd be hype. Make sure my Chaos is in tip-top shape. We got a lot of good options. We got Hellstriders, we got Horsemen, we got Bearmen. And the rest of this very diverse roster is completely useless. I should try Aeson though. Aeson's kind of cool. But anyways, let's start the tournament. And we should have an opponent soon. And we do. Michael, alright. Michael. Yo, yo. There we go. Let's send them the code. Alright. Let's do this. Should be a nice quick day. It's going to be a 1 hour, 45 minute tournament. Let me see. Alright, so we got a decent amount of signups. Usually we get a few more players later through the day. Trizik, hello. Morty, what's up? If they didn't declare their faction yet, that's fine. Alternatively, they can counter with 3. We'll see. Alexia, what's up? Fast Winston, hello. Yo, the 7th game beating Charix, the mega last boss. What a terrifying player. Almost lost our run. Alright, Slaanesh, Lizardman, and Norska. I'll play versus... Gotta be careful. Do I have a frontline that can tussle with Slaanesh? Not really, right? Unless you think aspiring champions are sick, which they kind of are. I could play versus Slaanesh. I think I should practice that. You know what? I'll play versus Slaanesh. Give it that. I think Slaanesh is jump change. As a Slaanesh main, like many mains, I feel like the faction ain't too crazy. I just have to be a little careful is all. Spam spears and such, right? We'll both have access to Hellstriders. Let's see here. What do I have that Slaanesh doesn't have? I have a Dreadmaw, which is not very useful versus them. I don't have a lot of range tools, but I think if we just kind of go for the usual. Like, Slaanesh doesn't really do that well if you just take some proper, like a proper anti-infantry frontline. The mask is, like, kind of annoying, but honestly, I think we can beat him. Spirit Leech and whatnot is very strong. And all of their armor-piercing infantry, they just die. They just kind of die to any amount of damage because they got no armor. So, I think we'll be fine. This will be chill. Chill game number 1. Or we lose and the run immediately ends. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I just want to take some of these. What if I take Chosen Halberds? For 1,400, that is quite expensive. I would say yes, that is decently expensive. High potential though, they could do really well. Are Doom Knights a good idea? You know, Doom Knights are actually kind of like Royal Pegasus Knights. Barrel, what's up? Yeah, they're kind of like Royal Pegasus Knights. That's kind of hilarious. What if we play this like a filthy Bretonnian? Because unlike Bretonnia, we can beat single entity blobs fairly easily. I don't think that's a big problem. Yo, I have not run Chosen in so long. You know what? Maybe. Maybe we try them out. Mayhaps they will be sick. Let's see here. I could run some Zinch Spears. Is that worth? I think Zinch Spears still get run over by the cab. A spawn are actually not the worst here. Someone say Bretonnia. We did. I don't think I want to go full Bretonnian style though. This build is definitely alright. I think it cooks. Okay, you know what? Honestly, these guys are pretty good. Where's Slaanesh? They're not like amazing. Chaos is weird. They don't have that anti-infantry going. Unless I take like Warriors of Khorne dual weapons. What is this build even? What am I? Oh my goodness, what is this build? Alright, well, we'll see how this pans out. This could actually be the hardest garbage you have ever seen. It could be amazing. I think it really depends on what we see from our opponent. Slaangors are pretty spooky, I think, against this build. Not a shot. Like, 0 chance they can get anything done against this. Yeah, and then I think if I just spam a couple of these guys. Are Bearmen good versus Slaanesh? Bearmen are just solid at holding, but it's not like they delete cavalry. If I get Chaos Warrior Halberds, will they be run down? Or do they hold? I'm a little worried about the Captoid, I'm not gonna lie, but maybe? I feel like Halberd spam is fine versus Slaanesh. This is definitely a strange build. But I think it has. I think it has a decent enough amount of teeth. Get the chosen dual weapons of Khorne. That actually just deletes the Slaanesh front line. We're actually playing a good faction today. Yeah, today's day 2 of playing Chaos, and we have no losses so far. It's a good day. And so we begin. Yeah, lots more sign-ups now that the tournament's running. A lot of people sign in like after the tournament starts instead of before. Chosen have elite capture weight. Holy crap. I haven't used them. It's so long, I forgot. Get a healing caster? Nah, I think you need a damage caster for the mask. Mask is basically guaranteed, but if you just spam spirit leeches, it's fine. This is my ultra elite build of Chaos. I believe this is indestructible. I got Archie. Ready? Good luck, have fun. Got 7 units v 7 units. Arcan got the Spirit Leech, the Burning Head. And he's just gonna melt the face off the mask. It's that simple. I'm gonna capture point number 1, and then I'll slowly make my way to point number 2. My opponent is not playing a capture weight game. Makes life a lot simpler. And yeah, just a bunch of devoted marauders. So if they're not even rushing me, we're good. But that's only 2 out of 7 units. 5 of them are in the trees. Could be a little scary. No healers, kinda sad. Yeah, like I don't want to just win on tickets though, right? This challenge relies on me winning. Unfortunately. So every meme is a sketchy endeavor indeed. What I really want to do though is just figure out where their stuff is. Oh, you can see the masks aura going on there. I'm gonna get purveyed. Holy smokeroos! Archie, no! Should have seen this one coming. Is he gonna be fine? He might be fine. He is the Archaon. Alright, there you go. Ability wear is off. Forgot how fast they are. Jeez Louise. Oh, you're not king slaying right now, man. Oh my goodness. Alright, alright. He got mega obliterated. mega obliterated. I'm gonna check a Spirit Leech on the mask. Okay, a bad start. A rough start. I can live with this, though. This ain't the end of the world. I'll just resummon Archaon. That's a pretty disgusto blob, though. Ah, so he had Pleasure Seekers, I see. Alright, I just need this game to draw out for a little bit. And I'll be okay. Obviously, losing Archaon from the get-go is not great, but we also managed to deal a little bit of damage back. There he goes. Lord lost penalties, fine. As I do have Chosen here, and we have our capture point. It's okay, we just bring him back. He'll be fine. Oh man, the sketchy thing about this box is that, yeah, this is actually part of one of those challenges, right? Lose your Lord instantly. But yeah, all I gotta do is just get Archaon back and start spamming Spirit Leech on the mask. This army's pretty small, so I think we'll be okay. Yeah, just casual 3k value loss is fine. If my opponent gets feisty, they might try to get this point and then take a bad fight or something. He used a lot of magic. He used a lot of abilities. I don't know if he used Hysterical Frenzy, but I think it ain't too bad for us. Whoop. I know these guys will cook super hard. Okay, I think he's just reducing my thingamajig. Now, I don't want to split my army up. We're just gonna go over here, maybe get some pickings. Archaon will revive, so that's fine. I just have to make sure that he doesn't snipe the poor guy. The big problem is my army's a little slow, but that shall be remedied soon enough. Yeah, I should have known that it would be like a rampage thing. This is good though. This is good practice. Yeah, so he's gonna capture that point, but I'll get this one. He hasn't made any play for the high ground yet, so I'm actually pretty comfortable on that front. Archaon will be back soon. Alright. Let's get the halberds in here. God, this army's slow though, man. This army is so slow. Alley-oop. Yeah, and he doesn't want to take the fight, which is fine by me. We got a Chosen, and I don't want to summon Archaon just yet. Potential of getting completely screwed is quite high. Because you can just kill him again. We would not want that. Okay, and he's just going for it. Alright. So this is a good time to summon Archaon. Because he's kind of stuck in the fight, right? Should be able to get some kills. Archaon will provide leadership. Aspiring Champions are doing fine over there. Honestly, he ain't doing too much damage. He's going to try and leadership bomb me, but I have Aspiring Champions. They'll be fine. Alright. I guess we just start Spirit Leeching him. We want to Spirit Leech the mask, and we want Archaon to not die. Big ask, I know, but if we get in the blob, it'll be okay. He can definitely evacuate in there. And this blob is insane for me. This is like a aspiring champion blob. There's so much anti-large here. I think this is a massive misplay for my opponent, actually. You're fighting in Chosen halberds, man. What are you doing? You thought he could leadership bomb me with Steer Car? Come on, man. Come on. I know Slaanesh is strong. They ain't that strong. Oh, we caught back up in value, man. Oh, he dead. Oh, he's super dead. You think the mask can fight Archaon? Archaon's a Chad. He's an absolute Chad. Let's go. Alright, let's Spirit Leech the mask. Dude, I got so many halberds here. This ain't pretty. For my dear opponent. Yeah, Steer Car's getting absolutely taken to Pound Town. Mask is trying to run for their life. Let's see it. Dude, oh, the throw from my opponent. The absolute throw. Oh my gosh. All he needed to do was not fight me. Eh, that's how it be though. Jeez though. 7-1? Absolutely not. I am the master of scrapping it out, okay? We can, we're good at that. Alright. Now that he has nothing that can catch my horsemen, we can just start spamming them. Give him some pain. Archie can definitely get a bit of a shot there. Probably should not chase these horsemen. I think that's a bad idea. Pleasure Seekers are gonna die. Very nice. Get some Furies, but they ain't a big problem. Can I use these Hellstriders? Maybe. But yeah, if I just get on this point now, then it's pretty done for. Looks like his spears are not braced, so I can just charge him. Get him killed. Mask will die, and life will be good. With Steercar out of the picture, there's really not too much I gotta worry about. Wow, how'd they rally? How's that even possible? I thought this guy was on their tail. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but I'll take it. And then, yeah, we just win through this. I can take it slow, just focus on the up trading. And got the opponent's PayPal. Dude, I don't know why he decided to attack. I think the initial engagement gave him so much confidence. And obviously the mask has that damage mortis engine effect, right? So, like, that probably just gave a false sense of security. But, like, aspiring champions, especially the Halberds, are chads, man. They actually just don't give a crap. Like, you do not want to take a fight on, like, the slowest unit in the game. They got, like, no speed. I guess Nurgle's slower, but still. All I gotta do now is not throw, and we're good. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the chasing in the trees thing. You think it was the trees? It's very strange. Alright, let's get some spawn in here. Mask is basically dead. Let's go over here. Gonna check out a bunch of spells, but I give so much leadership. Archaon gives ITP +4 leadership. He gives the works, man, so I don't think we'll have to worry about that. Never mind. Actually routed off my poor guys. Gonna have to countercharge Furies then. Archaon, run! What are you doing, Archie? Oh, he's netted. Oh, that ain't good. Alright, it's fine. Just kill the mask. He might actually just clobber the mask. It's okay. Those pleasure seekers will be a slight issue. But I think if I kill the mask first, it's fine. Mask is looking pretty worked on. There you go, they're dead. The revenge of Archaon. Coming in hot. And I think you can actually just fight these guys. These are anti-infantry. So they're actually not that good at fighting good old Archie here. Yeah, dude, Archaon's a Chad. I'll summon him again. Why not? What a janky match this one is, though. Definitely a very, very janky match. He's really trying to get in there. I don't know if he's trying to escape right now. He's definitely gonna get a little bit of damage in. See if the halberds cook. He might try to resummon the mask. Archaon gets routed, but so does his dude. And Archaon, well, we'll see. The Pleasure Guard are a little annoying. I might need to resummon Archaon. Get ready for the 50th coming of Archie. Can I keep this guy routed? Dang it, he came back. Alright, so he's gonna kill Archaon again. It's fine, it's fine. This is how I power up. If he resummons the mask, actually, it's good for me. The enemy has slain our lord again. Advisor just like, what are you doing? It's okay, he has no capture weight. If he resummons the mask, it's so over anyways. Lore accurate Archaon gameplay. God, I dare you to resummon the mask. That's like an insta loss if you do. Alright, there you go. So that guy's basically dead. I think I just need that one more volley on him. Minus 32. Oh man, it's fine. I will actually win with just a bunch of other horsemen. The mask is strong, they're not that strong. It's actually bait. Because it seems like it was a good idea to resummon my lord, but we're too deep now. Gets a couple Furies. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Yeah, I think I don't resummon Archie. I think I don't. I think if I just stick with the horsemen, I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright. Obviously, playing without your lord's a little sus. But as long as the leadership holds, I'm fine. Just get a Hellstrider charge here. These are chosen we're talking about, alright. Mask is in. He's gonna cast some witchcraft here. But yeah, there's just no capture weight, really. There's just no capture weight. This is why we do not need Archaon. I do win on a 2-cap. And then as long as I get enough Hellstriders to defend my boys, we're goodies. The leadership is too high. Aspiring Champions was a good call. Watch the mass just kill everything, though. I, like, severely underestimate how strong they are. I'm not gonna lie, leadership is getting actually a little sus. Still spamming Furies, though. Okay, that's a 3rd route, so the guy shatters. Come on, leadership, hold! Hold! Maybe I do save up for Archie. If I can keep their flank secured, though, that should keep them in the fight a bit longer. There you go. Here we go, he's bringing in the forces. Bringing in the Hellstriders, oh Slaanesh. This is great for me, though. Because I can just capture this high ground point, no problem. I got the Chosen over there, so that's fine. Yeah, and then I think I'll pull these guys away because they're a little wavery. Wavering a bit too hard, I don't like that. But yeah, as long as I can kill these Hellstriders here, I'm okay. And then I should be able to steal the point before they manage to resecure anything. So there go those Hellstriders, they're just gone. Yeah, there you go. So that should do it. A little bit of a route. I'll use a spawn here to delay. And then we just got to prevent the capturing of the point. I got pretty tight point capture play, though. We should be fine. Yeah, Mask is obviously getting some work done, but nothing amazing. And the spawn can charge these guys. No problem. Pleasure Guard are going to die. Low ground point is fine. High ground point is mine. Huzzah. This was a dumb match, though. This was like something that I definitely should not do in a proper tournament setting. When you're playing against Slaanesh, do not YOLO your lord into the woods. When they can obviously get to the woods faster than you. Note to self. These guys can't leave the point. They're actually just too slow. But it's fine. I can just stall here forever. I can even resummon Archie, but I think getting a spawn in here will do. Get him, Aspiring Champions. Get on the point. I think he's gonna get it. Unless I have a miracle. Dang it, he got it. Close, though, close. I actually almost managed to stall it, but anyways. As long as this doesn't fall. It's going to be one Forsaken. They will take quite some time to get there. And with all my horsemen here, it's pretty easy to resecure this point, I believe. I believe. Maybe not. We're going to have to bail just a smidge. I'll stall the high ground point instead. I got Hellstriders for that. Let's just not throw. Yeah, there we go. It's not like these guys can make the transition over here. There's too much capture weight, so I think this game entirely depends on the high ground. And a big swing of Marauder Horsemen will definitely do on that front. Maybe I position these guys here to threaten moving here without actually doing it. But just in case I need to, the option is available. We do win on a 1-cap very soon, though, so that's very good. As you can see, the mask is taking lots of damage. And yeah, I just gotta make sure this high ground point doesn't get stolen. I think that is totally doable, though. Yeah, I will have another... I'll have a Hellstrider in a second. Here we go. Yeah, we got all the horsemen here. Get them in. Alright. I'll have a bunch of Hellstriders back soon. Whoop. See if I can get a nifty, yeah, fake charge to get my Hellstriders to get a devastating hit there. Look at the spawn, stalling for days. And then, yeah, I'll leave the one chosen here. I just don't want to lose that point. I win on the 1-cap. I win on the 1-cap. It's all goodies. There you go. I just have to sit here, relax for a bit longer. He summons in some Furies, which is non-optimal. And just like that, Scrappy Anticity wins. Great success. I wasn't worried for a second. Yeah, we did it. We got him. Ooh. Scary, though. Scary. 9, 5, 5. Remember this as the day you almost defeated Anticity. But not quite. Not quite. Almost caught me. Archie. 3,400 value. More OP than the mask. Chosen Halberds paid for themselves. Yo, Chosen Halberds, the goat. Severed Claw. Double goat. Corn. Oh my gosh. The dual weapons of Corn. Insane. That's crazy. Dude, he had it in the bag, man. My poor opponent, he had it in the bag. And he's like, I can route some Chosen with Aspiring Champion support. Oh, man. Steer car? Yeah, Steer car needs the units to route. I just had the Mega Death Blob and he fought it. Like, honestly, my opponent threw super hard. I can't believe he threw harder than me, just letting Archie die for nothing. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Pleasure Guard, not bad. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Super sketch. Super sketch. We did it though. Alright, so I'm probably going to face Blood Penguin or Ulrich Wall next. They're currently in a match. Either that or Ponty and Dunherm. Scrambled Egg Special's playing today. Spooky. A lot of terrifying players. Many opportunities to lose. I will need to play better against some of these players, that's for sure. More Fiends over Pleasure Seekers. Pleasure Seekers are really good though. You kind of need them for like that hard killing power. Fiends can't grind against the Chosen. Oh man. But yeah, if you want to play versus Slaanesh, you actually need a Spear Mantide, not an Elite Mantide. The Elite Mantide is too slow. And that almost completely ruined me because not being able to bounce between points. I saw my death flash before my eyes. I saw so many deaths in the future. But my opponent was not able to capitalize. It's also crazy how annoying those Hellstriders are versus a Horseman. If you go for a mass Horseman, you can get out Hellstridered super hard and then they just all die. You gotta be a little wary of that. The speed difference is pretty nasty. Spearman Tide kind of fears the Slaanesh Forsaken Tide though, doesn't it? Yes. Like, you need a Mantide with a couple units that are super good at clearing Forsaken. So with Wood Elves, they have those anti-infantry guys. With the Warriors of Chaos, I don't know. Like, you can try to just counter Forsaken with Forsaken, and maybe they just trade 1-1. That's not like the end of the world. But like, preferably you'd have like Chosen of Core dual weapons. They're ludicrous anti-infantry. Honestly, like a 1-of is actually not terrible. Just like a centerpiece to hold the line. I do think Severed Claw is also really good, but then you don't have space for spears. Unless you're just spamming these guys. But then you don't have Hellstriders. It's not the prettiest thing. Though, then again, I think if you go full Bretonnia and take Doom Knights, you can probably do well as long as they don't have the Mask Steer Car combo. But that seems kind of popular nowadays. Barrowmen with great weapons against Forsaken? I'm sure they trade fine. They do have a lot of HP. The low armor worries me a bit, but having like 50% more HP is kind of insane. And they're cheaper. I could see Barrowmen being not bad versus Forsaken. Yeah. I think they would get the job done well enough to give Slaanesh a hard time, and that's all I really need. Memeing and dreaming. Oh, man. Azazel or Festus. Oh my gosh, Kolek. Yeah, I think Archaon is just the best right now. I feel like Be'lakor... What is wrong with this guy? He's so expensive. He's Archaon, but a bigger target. Now, Be'lakor has some pretty sick stuff, but they all cost 200. Now, I guess that makes sense. They are quite ludicrous in terms of strength. Like, if Be'lakor costs as much as Archaon, I think people are going to be running Be'lakor. Archaon is cool and all, but... yeah, this is kind of insane, right? The problem is that he's already more expensive than Archaon without any abilities. So, for Be'lakor to even be considered... yeah, he should probably be like 200 gold cheaper or something. Because then you have Lore of Shadows Archie. And then if you want some cool abilities, that increases his price by... yeah, I think like 200 probably. Dark Matter's only 150. Yeah, it doesn't make a big difference though. I do think if Be'lakor... like, if it just wasn't so ludicrously expensive... to the point where you have no army, you can get a lot done with this. Lore of Shadows is meta. This just wins you cavalry fights. 33-second debuff on a 90-second cooldown. Minus 40 melee attack. Like, any engagement, this just will never land a hit. You got Shadow Shroud, but that's too much, man. That's too much. It removes ITP. Minus 6 leadership. This guy's insane. This guy is insane, in theory. Hey, we're up against Blood Penguin. Nice. I'm playing Bretonnia. Yo. I'm WoC. Okay. Blood Penguin. And we're on oil fields. Alright, this should be fun. So this is a pretty big map. That part is going to be a little sketchy as always. But in general, Warriors of Chaos can beat Bretonnia pretty hard. I just need the right abilities. People are always complaining about how OP the Mark of Slaanesh is. Remove the ITP. Wait, people are always complaining about how OP the Mark of Slaanesh is question mark? I think generally people obviously not a fan of it. Mark of Slaanesh is genuinely pretty powerful. But I also don't think it's ludicrous. The army-wide ITP it's definitely the strongest mark, but CA generally balances the units around that. Like the Forsaken of Slaanesh costs way more than a normal unit of Forsaken. But it's definitely the best mark. Is it OP? It depends on your definition of OP. At the end of the day. Alright, now how do I want to play this matchup? So, what do we got here? What do we got here? I got some filthy tech. Let's see here. So, yeah. Oh yeah, this is some good tech. This right here is exquisite. Bellacore tournament win challenge. Ugh. Sounds impossible. Ooh. Ooh, it's kind of a sick build. This build, kind of amazing. I can play my Warriors of Chaos against Bretonnia like I play Slaanesh versus Bretonnia. If there's one thing I know, it is that Bretonnia has a weakness to the Death Blob. Bretonnia is actually really bad versus strong SE core. You can abuse that. You can take advantage of that very, very well. But I don't have the mask, unfortunately, so that will make my life a little more difficult. It's okay, though. Would you rather have Marauders of Slaanesh or Khorne? Honestly, I would not have either. They're both kind of underpowered. The Khorne ones have the Frenzy, which is kind of nice. Let's go with Forsaken, though, right? I think Forsaken of Slaanesh are better than the Coronate ones. Just because the speed is insane. Speed is crazy good. You like to see a Slaanesh challenge where you're not allowed to use the same lord twice? Whoa. Alright, what happens if I use all the lords? What happens then? Alright, let's see. So if I was playing versus Bretonnia, this starter build is good. One of the stronger Chaos campaign lords is a joke in multiplayer. Yeah, it's really... That happens often. Multiplayer and single player. Just being complete opposite ends of the spectrum. How do I want to play this out? I must say this is a strange one. This is a strange battle. Could have lots of infantry. Do I want trolls? Do I want trolls? Okay, this is actually too hilarious to pass up. Gotta take that. I can take this for sure. And then what? I guess I need capture weight. Alright. This build, I don't know if it fills me with joy per se. Yeah, I don't know if this build exactly, precisely fills me with confidence. There's something about it. There's something about it that's just off. My gut is screaming at me that something is wrong. And that I am about to die. My danger sense. It don't feel so good, but we're gonna do it anyways. Slaanesh Mark is way stronger as you don't just march your units forward and grind. Slaanesh Mark is definitely... Any speed bonus is just going to be a much higher skill ceiling thing to use. But like, I don't know what this conversation's about, right? Like, Slaanesh Mark is clearly the strongest. Unless the conversation is about OP, but like, you can never actually have a conversation about what's OP. Until you actually figure out what is overpowered, right? And that is a conversation that is too much to type out. Because, yeah, it's just too much. It's too many variables. Does Chaos have the best roster in the game? They have a pretty diverse roster. I would say they have one of the most diverse rosters. Definitely not the best. I think Norska, with their Skin Wolves and Ice Wolves, have a bit of a stronger mobility core. Yeah, I think Norska's pretty good, but they also don't have much of a diverse roster. They just have a strong roster. I do think they are probably one of the top tier factions. Slaanesh has sections that are stronger than Norska, but weaknesses that are way bigger. So I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, let's see how this goes though. So, the idea here is simple. I have Horsemen. I have Pavane Dude. I have Steer Car. And I got Scylla and Fingrim. Ready? Good luck, have fun. And Fingrim with the Rampage. So I have two sources of Rampage. I can put him into an awkward fight and just kill all his dudes. Now, without the mask, is that even possible? I think so. Because without the mask, I can still get a Mortis engine. So this is definitely the Disgusto Blob build. Disgusto Blob build of the ages. Because with Aeson the Fallen, suddenly, I got a Mortis engine, dealing 1,000,000 damage. And then I can force a fight. Yeah, I think Aeson's probably going to be my first call-in. This is just an infantry core. Of course, we have Sign of Depravity, which is really good versus the peasantry. How could he predict me taking a horseman of all things? Yeah. That's a great thing about horsemen, though. Very safe unit, aren't they? Yeah. Wah. Partial dodge? I'll take it. Alright, what are you doing over here? There's no way Lewin wants to fight this. Even with questing knights, it's a terrible idea. I think, yeah, I think if Lewin just dives in, I think he's just dead. I think he's just dead. We'll see, though. I am quite interested to see how this one plays out. Okay, there's the Rampage. Okay. And then there's the big fat surround. We're gonna use our horsemen here to support. This is a little risky though, taking such an aggressive fight so early on. But I think with the horseman support, it should work out okay with me, for me. Gonna have to pull away over here. Sirkar's kind of suffering though. I don't think the damage is as high as I would have liked it to be. I'm gonna have to kill the questing knights to probably try and escape, because it ain't going perfect by any means. Not at all. The cav summons over here are kind of sketchy. What the? We got Trebs? Since when? Alright, there you go. We're gonna see a route soon though. I'm going to charge them in the back to get that route. Okay, not too bad. And then we're going to Rampage, Lewin. Okay. We'll see how this goes. This could work out really well. Could be very sus. We will have to see. I shall have Aeson the Fallen soon, though. Fighting's not going nearly as well as I would have hoped for, though. Yeah, we're gonna have to dip. This ain't no Slaanesh blob. Oh, crap. I made a terrible call, then. I made a freaking terrible call. I thought he was gonna die. Yeah, I think we need Aeson here for this to actually work at all. And now we're down a lot of horsemen. Well, playing from behind. Such is life. Scylla and Fingrim's gonna have to dip. try to escape. I think if he takes a fight here, though, it ain't gonna be too pretty. With the support of Aeson, it's a little better. Get him, Aeson. Beat him up. Okay. That ain't too bad. Aeson's coming on in. And he's gonna be forced to disengage. Okay, not the end of the world then. I've suffered worse. But actually securing points, more difficult. I've routed off one artillery piece. Just one trebuchet. Also not entirely ideal. And these guys don't got no healing. So I'm probably just gonna have to make a sick play then. With the rampage. Lewin will heal. But I can always find a potential spot to catch him if I'm lucky. I will also be able to get a hell cannon up. High potential to get some work done. That'll be fun. And we're gonna get a capture point, alright. I've got this army also doesn't have army abilities like Slaanesh. That's gonna be even more awkward. But at least these guys aren't so injured that we can't deal with them. And the hell cannon does land its first shot. Unlike Slaanesh, that is going to work out really well. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad. I can probably take a fight in the backfield if we see something get summoned in. Treb's just attacking Aeson? Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can activate, like, Steercar's ability or something. I think that would be great. In the meantime, Hellcan is just going to go there. He has Amber Spear. Okay. So he obviously wants to Amber Spear these guys. That's fine. I can just spread him out. He cancels the Amber Spear. And then I remand the artillery piece. Thankfully, these guys can't get any work done on me. With Aeson the Fallen, we are safe. Life is good. Very nice. And I think if I get another Horseman axe thrower here, we can probably abuse this situation. So there's the Knight spam. Knights of the Realm for days. Aeson's kind of like the perfect target for this, though. Can I take a fight versus the Pegasus Knights? I think I... Oh, crap. No. No! What are you... Oh, come on. What the ripoff? Ah, the misclick. Oh, that's not going to be good. Okay, I might be able to get this, though. Come on, Tyler. Yes. Yes. Okay, so I at least got a rampage. It's not exactly the one I was looking for, but you know what? Good enough. It's gonna have to be good enough. Ugh. Messy game. Absolutely messy game. There goes another cav unit, though. How badly do you want this point? I ain't gonna let you have it for free. Alright, here we go. My ability to just get basic picks is very high here. Hell Cannon's doing pretty good. The peasantry shall die, for sure. I just gotta... No more misplays, basically. No more misplays and we'll be okay. Pegasus Knights trying to make a play. They're not actually gonna get on top of my artillery piece, so yeah. A fool's errand for sure. Alright, and then we can just shoot him up. Wow, those bowmen, though, actually got a lot of work done on Aeson. Not very pretty at all for me. Great hell cannon shot, though. Alright. And Aeson is just gonna wait for the blob, I think. At least there isn't a lot of healing in this army. Okay, that's perfect. Is that gonna hit more than 2 units, though? Kinda hard to tell. I think it only hit 2. Crap. Oh, man, this is not my best game. Not by any means. Alright, just make sure the point doesn't get taken. I think if we do that, we'll be okay. I do have yet another Pavane. Up and ready to go. I might be able to steal this point with some Forsaken. Cavalry should not be able to take that. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to Pavane these Knights of the Realm. I just need these free picks. And kind of now. Oh, foot squires, okay. Interesting. Alright, well, let's get that killed. Let's get the knights killed. Steer car can definitely debuff them. Alright, there we go. We've routed off them Pegasus Knights. Very nice. Gonna reman the artillery piece. Alright. Keep hammering these guys. That is another free Knights of the Realm. I'll take that. And I can just take this point. I don't think Lewin's gonna be a big issue here. Yeah, he actually summoned double foot squire and is slightly out of position. So potentially we can actually make a play for the center then. Using a unit of Forsaken. Lewin's going to land, but we're just gonna ignore him for a little bit. I just gotta steal this point to buy myself some time. And then we will be okay. My Megadeth Blob here will definitely be getting some good work done. I did get the point. Alright, so here's the play. Hammer this location, kill everything, while Lewin is away. And then hopefully win the game. I do have my artillery piece here. It's gonna take a nice, nasty little shot at him. My lord, my poor lord. Alright, let's see if we can just shut down the artillery. There you go. Lewin, we're just gonna keep on bullying. I think this play should go decently. And if I can just secure this point sooner rather than later, I think I am happy. Oh, Aeson, no! Oh, the attack animation saved his butt. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's do this. Just gonna do that. So we get the debuff. Aeson just needs to live. Alright, I should be able to resecure that point very soon. Come on, Aeson, don't you dare die. You can see he's really trying to bring in everything to bear to kill this guy. But I just need this big blob for Aeson to cook. Okay, it's getting there, it's getting there. Okay, I think we got it. Then we use the Rotting Riders to clear up this point. So I just need this to go well. Aeson is obviously gonna die. There's nothing to do there. Nothing I can do about that. Oh man, dude, I mega misplayed this game. I mega misplayed it. I don't think I'm killing Lewin anymore. But maybe. Maybe the Rotting Riders absolutely clobber these poor foot squires that are all alone. They do cause terror. They do cause terror. I do have a triple cap situation going on. Don't count me out just yet. Lord here should be able to live. Steercar are going to pull back. I think Scylla just got mega clobbered though. Alright. I think we're just going to have to play the ticket game then. Now, ticket game though, I can play. That if there's one thing I can do decently, it's that. So, we did manage to kill some foot squires. We did manage to resecure the double cap. But odds of us winning are very low right now. Gonna need to desummon this. Gonna need to get some horsemen to stall this point. And I am going to have to stall for the next millennium. Millennia of stalling. Now, if Lewin is out of position, we're fine, but... yeah, I think Aeson got dumpstered by the skirmishers. Lewin's an unkillable character. Tell that to Slaanesh, man. I guess Mask really makes a difference, though, with that, with the debuffs. Here's the problem, though, right? He's gonna take this with his skirmishers. He does have fast capture weight. Ah, dang it, dude. I misplayed so hard. Plague Penguin can do it. Charix couldn't. Though, I'm still gonna see if I can squeeze some crazy shenanigans out. So obviously he's gonna get that point very quickly, but we will be in very soon too. I can get, I think I just want to get, yeah, horsemen here. So the point I should be able to get, those are just Knights of the Realm. The problem is that this Grail Relique is giving a lot of capture weight. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to really commit with the horses. Time is of the essence, so I kind of have to get this, and soon, if you want any chance. Those are questing knights. Bad sign for me. He's shoving me off the point. Dang it. Okay, I can try a steal here of the far point while this grind is going on. This is not going to get secured by me, though. Yeah, I have to chase these guys down. Okay, here's the plight. We're playing points. We're playing points, but I have to secure this super fast, and I have to kill the mobility. The stuff that can actually capture points, we have to get them killed. And then I have to steal this in like 2 seconds. Ah, dang. Dude, if I just played a little smarter, though, we totally could have had him. I think we totally could have had him. I was a fool. Taking an unreasonable fight. Hey, pretty decent routes of the yeoman, though. If I manage to win this, that would be definitely a miracle of some sort. Oh, he almost wins on a 1-cap, though. Or I think he does. I think he barely got to 1-cap range of winning. That's not good, obviously. Oh, crap. How close is it? It's super close. Crap. No. No. Dude. I wasn't locked in. I wasn't locked in enough. Does he win on a 1-cap? You don't think it's single cap yet? He needs 200 tickets. Oh, no. Yeah, I do barely win. But I have to not lose a single point. Well, that's uncomfortable. Get him, Rotting Riders. Beat him up. Yeah, it's not quite. It's not quite. I can win on a 2-cap. Alright. Quest has been issued. Okay, should be able to stall this. He gets the flyers. Okay. Alright, that's interesting. Very interesting, actually. Huh. Well, non-zero chance he misplays, I guess. What do I want then? How do I secure the middle? Because this is going to fall regardless. There's actually no defending it. So what I have to do is I have to get this middle point here. Now, I think we might be able to. Hellstrider's got a bit of a charge. I can't just trade him, though. I'm going to just try and outmaneuver him. But if he captures that point too soon, it's still over. If I can draw his forces away and steal the point, like, yeah, maybe. Maybe? I would need a little bit of a miracle. Do you believe in miracles? I need this Hell Cannon to rout him. I need the Hell Cannon to rout his cavalry. I need him off this point, and I have to capture it before he captures this point. It's slow, though. He only has a couple cavalry units. Come on. Come on, I got the route. Oh, crap, he captured it, though. He captured it. Can I steal it in time? Come on, man. Give it to me this once. How much money do I need to send to your PayPal? Bro, I'm mega flubbed. I'm mega flubbed. Oh. Dude, that was so close considering that I misplayed really, really badly. Dang. Yeah. GG. Well played. GG, well played. Dang it. Dang. All right. The record is 8. The record to beat is 8. I can totally beat his Bretonnia, though. I thought I could get it done with the hero squad, but it ain't no Slaanesh hero squad. Ain't no Slaanesh hero squad. I was doing so well, though, despite the atrocious early game and taking so much damage. Hell Cannon was actually amazing. Aeson was okay, but I didn't use him to maximum effectiveness. Ah, well, there you go. Fun game, though, yeah. Definitely a fun game. It used to be a winner's stream. No! Alright, I need to win my next 2 matches to qualify for top 4. As long as I do that, though, I should be fine. Losing to Blood Penguin sets me back to 1,000 MMR. Which is a little rough, but I can get there in 2 games. At least we'll hopefully still win the tournament. Yeah, Plague Penguin plays a mean Bretonnia. Yeah, Hellstriders and the Marauders really help with the capture point shenanigans. The mounted yeomen to help capture, though, is kind of what sealed my fate. I think the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Slaanesh is okay. Like, Pavane is fine. But I can't afford to just take a nasty fight, even with Soporific Musk. I don't have, like the Doom Bolt ability and all that to kind of just kill everything. What I really needed was... I think, honestly, the Cav picks was kind of working out fine for me. I don't think I need Archaon, though Searing Doom is definitely good. So you're going to change race after you lose, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess I should change my faction. Let's see here. Alright. I guess I'll change my faction to Nurgle. There you go. We're playing Nurgle now. We're being cursed by Papa Nurg for repentance. Put squats back in points. You need to redeem your shame. Yeah. I think if there's one thing I'm not good at, it's being a consistent player. I really have to work on that. I think like I get a little too comfortable and I just start making misplays, especially at the beginning of the day. I noticed. All right, here, let me get squats back. What's the strat for Nurgle? I'm thinking mobility. To the pits. I'll need to try with other factions at some point, though. I want to do the same challenge with, like... I don't know. It has to be a faction I can seriously get wins with. Vampire counts is okay, but not amazing. I think Wood Elves would be a fun one to try next. Because it's not a super melee faction. We can do some sick kite plays. Which is very consistent. But yeah, I was just sloppy though. That was a sloppy game. Alright, there. You guys happy? Squats are back on the menu. It should load in a bit. Seven stream streak. Holy crap. Okay, wait. So 7 stream streak gives you 450 points. Squats is 10,000. Okay, yeah, okay. I want to make sure no single person can make me do infinity squats. Mobility Nurgle sounds wrong. It's pretty weird, but technically their cavalry is actually kind of insane. Chaos Knights of Nurgle might actually be one of the best cav units, with 70 speed being their weakest point, just being chaos cav. But 55 melee defense is absurd. You can see melee defense goes up if you're Nurgle. So these guys will have the same melee defense as like... Yeah, they have more melee defense than Chosen Halberds. That's insane. Redeem 15 squats. Ah, there it is. Oh, Nurgle guarantees victories. Totes, totes. Alright. I gotta reset my win-loss then. Alright, here we go. 15 squats. It's been a while since I did this. Ooh. And we're up against Pope Patty. Okay. That's 5. Pope Patty. Yo, yo. It's Bretonnia again. I'm going to redeem myself by beating Bretonnia with Nurgle. Which is actually a good faction versus for Nurgle, by the way. Alright, let's get him in here. It's Nurgle time. Let's just play R-Ball for the rest of the stream. No, I should do a run where I play as R-Ball. And if I lose, then we change it. Whee. Local streamer gets buns of steel. Working on it. Let's see here. It's Bretonnia, it's Pope Patty. Alright. I think we can beat Bretonnia easy peasy. I don't think they got the works for this. There's some very specific stuff you can do here. Oh, I have an idea. Holy crap. Okay, wait, let me get the blocker out. Okay, here we go. Yeah, do some of this. Get some of this. Oh my goodness. Yeah. This is mega cookery. Mega cookery. Do I need Kaizek? I feel like for like an Alberic or something, I probably do want some Kaizek action. And then caster. What do I... Honestly? Holy crap. Okay, wait. Yes. Okay, yes. This is perfect. Nurgle the unbeatable. Oh boy, this is... Okay, maybe this is starting to get a little janky. Do you take anything on Kaizek? Kaizek has a melee defense debuff? Holy crap, okay. He straight up has a spreading melee defense debuff. Affects enemies in range, affects allies in range. Interesting. Yo, Kaizek is also kind of hype. What the crap? Okay, here we go. I got the perfect build. Moby Max Nurgle. Here we go. Bretonnia doesn't stand a chance. I don't want Chaos Knight Lances. I feel like they're just way worse than normal Chaos Knights. And not worth. Like, I should just take Plague Ogres or something. The bigger issue is I'm going to be getting shot at by mounted yeomen for the entire game. That part is definitely annoying. I guess I can take a couple of these. Honestly, Rot Knight and Chaos Knight Lances are kind of weaker for the Nurgle cavalry. But Chaos Knights of Nurgle and Rot Knight ROR, those are pretty good. I guess I could just, I don't know, spam, like, what, Pestigores? Pestigores even good versus Bretonnia? I'm a little skeptical of that. Though, I guess they have the missile resist. 25% versus Bretonnian Yeomen. That's, like, okay. It's no Bronze Shield, but... kinda gets the work done. I could also just spam Marauders for just raw capture weight. But I feel like having great weapons will defend them against the cav charges. So I'm feeling slightly more inclined to take that. Alright, 5 more squats. 1, 2, 3. You prefer knights with lances? Is that just the damage? I think Nurgle, with Nurgle's healing, it's better to have tankier units. Alright. Next redeem is in 30 minutes. Our boy Ent is going to be so swole. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I might need to, let me see. I'm going to bump that to, maybe 60 minutes. I will reduce the timer later, alright? Lances tend to do better. Aren't these guys just indestructible, though? Alright, yo, take a look, though. Look at this. Ready to go look, have fun? Okay. I got my skirmish cav here, right? They capture the point. I got this guy. Anyone do magic attacks? No. Green Knight. Kind of spooky. Pope Patty having fun with the Grail stack. Alright. Alright, alright. Well, I guess I'll just get these guys in here. But yeah, I have a mega heal and I have some mega damage reflect. What's not to love? Don't know what you were expecting. It's yeah, it's a bunch of mobility. We're gonna use our axe throwers here for some nice wee little skirmish. Whoop. Didn't get the dodge, but it's okay. And I just gotta take a clean fight, really. Just take a clean fight. Get all of these guys in. I should be able to stall this capture. Unfortunately, I'm taking a few too many barrages from these mounted yeomen. But I think if I can just take one fat fight, I think he just straight up dies. I know these are Grail Knights and all, and we both probably won't be doing much damage to each other. But the damage reflect, I believe, will really get some work done. I might even be able to catch him here and now while his yeomen are kind of out of position. I got that damage reflect primed and ready. Kazac's coming on in. Oh, the pillar. Poison. He's slowed. Kaiser gives a speed boost, I believe, to my boys. Okay, honestly, not too bad. Let's get one Fury in here. Alright, charge me, I dare you. Whoop. Kite, skirmish. Yes, there's a charge. Nice. Nice. Alright. Damage reflect time. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it's not terrible. Let's reduce their melee defense a bit. And then we're just gonna sit and grind forever. Gonna get the fleshy abundance on these Chaos Knights. Keep them around a little longer. Why not? Gonna get a pretty nice charge arena over here. You can see the damage reflect is rather painful. He does not like that. These guys have... No, they don't have armor-piercing charges. Honestly, it ain't going too bad. My knights are actually not dying. Wait, what's their melee attack? Like, nothing. Wait, bro. I have so much melee attack. Are you kidding me? Oh, easy. Oh, how'd they rout? How'd they rout? Oh, they terror routed. That's fine. I can live with that. Let's see how my cooldowns doing. We're waiting on them. Where's your comet? I know you got one somewhere. Okay, some bowmen can't get line of sight. That's good. One of them might rout though. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, yeah, they started taking a little bit deeps. They did not like that. Got another Knights of the Realm coming on in. The tussle continues. The infinite grind. Whoop. I'm gonna see if I can... what are these Furies doing? Alright, here we go. We're gonna get some damage reflect off. Come on, you darn Furies. Just get in there. Alright. There you go. I will have a heal soon. Just need my cooldowns to come back real quick. Let's get these guys in. Let's get the micro going. There you go. Alright, there's a debuff. Reduce their melee attack so that they once again cannot kill me. The infinite grind. We are Nurgle. Nurgle more OP than Chaos confirmed if we win this. So far the fight is slow and arduous though. I will have fecundity soon, however. Get the heal. Dang it. Alright, there we go. Value trading is in our favor. I'll take that. Oh man. Immovable object versus immovable object. This is gameplay right here. Grail Knights are chilling. I'm chilling. Everybody's chilling. Reduce that melee defense. I think we're slowly coming out on top, though. Aside from the Green Knight kind of bullying my lord. He will probably have to evac. Yeah. Curse of the Leopard of Furies. Lord can pull away. He'll be fine. There you go. I don't know. I can't tell if things are slipping. I can't tell if things are getting out of hand for me or if we're doing fine. Oh, crap. No, the Green Knight. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. All right, it's fine. We get more cav. I'm going to capture the points at least. But, yeah, my lord just got dumpstered. And he's kind of really important for this strategy to work. But it's okay. I think it's bad for you. I think it's the Valley Tracker is wrong because the healing is so good. And now I am without my lord, which is doubly bad. Now I do have a triple cap going. That'll at least get me somewhere. Capture weight for my opponent. We see a Spearman Tide, alright. I'm going to have to bring in the Fools. Try and salvage that situation. One of my horsemen has been run off. Unfortunate. Alright. How long does it take him to capture the points? This is a very slow army. But I did lose literally everything. I have nothing else to micro. I do have my Chaos Knight. Alright, that's fine. And I do have this guy. It's just he's healing up like crazy right now. I don't like that. Okay, yeah, Green Knight was problematic. It's okay. I've pulled myself out of worse situations. Green Knight I can most definitely just stall into infinity. Not having a lord is bad though, it turns out. Yeah, that's not too comfortable. Hey, we got this guy back though. Alright, I'm gonna try something. Come on, boys, get there. Come on, kill him. You were built for this? Is that damage flag doing anything? I'm pretty sure it's not. My gut tells me it's doing literally nothing right now. Except for maybe getting my knights killed. Then again, what if they just sit here forever? You know what? Maybe they can sit there forever. Mayhaps my opponent shall never capture a point. Grail Guardians, though, are definitely going to be problematic. Only 4 units left on the field. More than enough. More than enough, I assure you. Come on, Pestigors, you got this. Live, dang it. Live. Live to see the day your lord comes and saves you. Come on, give him the leadership. God dang it. Oh, cowards, all of them. How are my knights doing? Oh, bro, this is terrible. This is terrible. Alright, so he's gonna get the double cap soon. If these knights die, it's over. I forgot, they can be terror routed. Oh, jeez, dude, I got clobbered by the Green Knight. Oh. Always get the magic attacks versus Bretonnia. Yeah, I was thinking the hero squad would be good enough. Oh, boy. Today's a bad day. Today's a rough day. Peasants aren't touching the knights, but the Royal Pegasus knights, they absolutely cooked them. Dang it. Alright, I think it's better to just concede and then try to win 2 games. Ah. Did you well played? Oh my goodness. Shameful display. After all, ITP isn't good. I never said that ITP isn't good. Why are you saying such things? Alright. Chaos Knights were okay. They hit the grind pretty hard, but they're not going to beat healing Grail Guardians. We're up against Dunherm next. Alright, Dunherm. Yo. Alright. I need to rapid fire win games right now. Pope Patty, get out of here. I need to win 2 games in like 20 minutes. I need to finish this game in like 20 minutes. They're playing Demons of Chaos. Okay. I can do this. Oh boy, alright. Alright. Let's do this. Would've won if you were Skaven. I think Skaven are pretty nice. I could have been born and just spammed armor, but I don't know if they do well versus Grill Guardians. Alright. So he's playing Demons of Chaos. I think if I rush this guy... How's my MMR doing right now? Probably terrible. Yeesh. MMR is doing really bad. Quite exquisitely terrible. If I win 2 games back to back though, maybe. I give it a hard maybe. Do you not suffer army losses? No. If you're ludicrously ahead, you just capture all the points and you win in a couple minutes. Okay. There we go. Okay, I just need to face rush my opponent and we'll be okay. I just got to face rush him. Oh man, what a terrible day though. I shouldn't have lost that Chaos versus Bretonnia game. Alright, it's fine. No dwelling. No dwelling, just murdering. Alright, Chaos Demons, face me. So the only way I can qualify for top 4 is if I win extremely quickly. So we're gonna have to do some crazy skew shenanigans. But I think that is totally doable. Let's see your Lord choice. I will do this. The idea being I just need to... Yeah, I just need to get in there, man. I just gotta get in there, get a ludicrous up trade somewhere, and then we are good to go. And I can win my next game. Let's see. Alright, so... Is there anything I can shuffle around here? Okay, there you go. Yeah, alright. I got a sick rush. Yeah, triple Grail Guardian healing won't lose to the grind. Should've known. Should've known. I was thinking the damage reflect would help, but the melee defense actually hurt me in that way. Because my knights weren't getting hit as often. I actually anti-synergied myself, which is not great. But we have a match to complete, so. Okay, alright. I kind of like where this is going. My opponent's already ready. Very nice. Okay, yeah, I just need one decisive murdering. Or I lose. And then you know what? We'll get to spectate top 4. Alright, sure. Let's do this. I gotta finish this match super fast. You only lost once versus Nurgle with this build. I think I can probably cook up something that does well against it. If I had to hard counter, but that would be hard countering at that point. But yeah, I have a couple ideas. But it's Nurgle. I don't think there's much point developing the Nurgle versus Bretonnia matchup. And it does put him in a pickle. I think it is actually quite good versus Nurgle. Especially if they take like a soul grinder or something for your infantry. It's not going to do anything. Maybe it'll be okay in the grind, but I think you still come out on top. Yeah, if you got the mix-ups, I think it's totally over. But I have ideas. First things first, though. Hopefully, I can win this game and the next game in like 2 seconds. And then we can work our way into the finals. We shall meet again. If I can work my way up, that's the goal. I have quite the ways to go, though. Jeez, I have quite the ways to go. All right. You can also use Slaanesh if you really want to win. Yeah, but that's copping out, man. I'll save the Slaanesh for the Can Anyone Defeat Slaanesh Day 1 million. Come on, loading faster, man. There's only 20 minutes left. If I can finish this game in 3 minutes and then beat my next opponent in 15 minutes, then we actually have a chance to make it. Let's play Khorne anytime there's multiple Bretonnia players. Khorne is weirdly abusable in a lot of ways. I think Khorne is really good for beating low-level Bretonnians. High-level Bretonnians is a problem. Hydras are now meta. Crazy. Yeah, here we go. Nurgle Air Force Rush. This is the way. Alright. Ready, good luck, have fun. Okay, idea being, I have tons of spells. I spam them. I heal my army. We got angels. We got damage reflect. All very painful for the demons. If I use this all maximally effectively and run him down, I may be able to destroy his morale. Yes, he has a Demon Prince of Slaanesh. Okay. Okay. I have a chance then. I have a chance. So realistically, I'm just gonna get Nurgling here because I need my opponent to leave the game in like 2 seconds. It has to be such a monumental. Is that a Beast of Nurgle? What a mad lad. Yeah, it has to be such a monumental crashing wave of units that they just get demoralized and they leave. I believe this is the only way to win. But that doesn't mean I can attack quickly. I need to win decisively. So I gotta get everybody here. Guy only has 7 units. This is 6 units. Alright, here I go. Gonna get the Furies. Exalted's booking it. Now there's something expensive in there. It's gonna be the Festering Stooges. Alright. Honestly, not the worst. I'm going to get our angels in here. There we go. Get that attack command off. Alright. So we're going to, just pile on in. Gonna damage reflect these boys. And I'm going to get some of my skirmishers. And they're just gonna start cooking that Lord. I need that Lord to die, and as fast as humanly possible. Wow, we actually got the shot off with the Flamer. Alright, impressive. Sky Flamer micros. I'm gonna use this just for the heal. He gets a dog summon on me. Not good. Gonna get some spawn in. Okay, look, worst case scenario, I think we can win this just by capture points if this fight goes on long enough. We're gonna debuff these guys. Kill the Demon Prince. Kill the Demon Prince. I got the dogs kind of bogged down here. Angels of Decay are nasty. My Marauder Horsemen, though, are really not doing that well, though. And the Demon Prince just walks away. Alright, well, that's awkward. Operation Rush this man's face down is not going nearly as well as I would have hoped for. I still think we have a pretty okay chance of winning, but a decisive victory, I think, is gone now. I think that is past us. Damage reflect over there. I got a lot of magic damage. So those Pleasure Seekers should actually die fairly quickly if I'm lucky here. Let's see if we can get that. Lord is chilling. Alright. Kill the Pleasure Seekers. Reduce their melee attack. Come on. Do any amount of damage. Come on, Nurgle. If I can kill the Pleasure Seekers, that's actually not terrible. Hey, maybe I can kill the Exalted Flamer too if we're lucky. Value trading. Technically still positive, though these guys are healing now. Angels of Decay are doing their bestest. I don't know if their bestest is good enough, though. Oh, I have 15 minutes, though. I think I only have enough time for this match. Though the triple cat will help. The problem, I will likely run out of units very soon. And as soon as that happens, we're kind of doomed. Jeez, those Furies did not do very well. I thought the Fury surround on the Pleasure Seekers would be good. I was woefully incorrect. I have a plan, though. Charge the Pleasure Seekers. Get the damage reflect, maybe. Yeah, we're getting on them. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, okay. You know what? Damage is decent. Damage is half decent. All right, get the damage. Get the deeps. Get the spawn. Nurgle spawn should actually be relatively difficult to deal with. Oh my gosh, a fiend? A darned fiend? Dude. What happens if time ends in the middle of the next match? We're fine. It will... we have time to finish our match. But I think we're just straight up dead. I think today is a cursed day. There is a terrible day. Maybe he misplays and takes forever to capture my points. You know what's bad when your only out is maybe he makes a misplay. Okay, at least I can dodge his Lord. These guys are pretty bad at getting in there and killing my boys. Maybe I kill him, I don't know. He's not really damaging my character. We're kind of just in a pushing contest. Is that a Pavane he cast? What enfeebling foe. Alright, you know what? Lord lives. I'll take it. Friendly fire with the Exalted Flamer. Also nice. Okay, you know what? Not terrible. Not terrible. Gonna have another Horseman. The Exalted Flamer is gonna run out of ammunition. Which is a bad thing in general. It's a good thing in the context of this match currently. Oh boy, time's ticking for Uncle Save Us. Let's see. Ooh, okay. I do have this spawn here. If he charges his fiends into them, I think that would actually just kill his fiends. So I'm going to try that. A little bit more potential friendly fire. Working out pretty well for us. You know what? He's not going to capture this point anytime soon. I think that's fine. Yeah, he's forced to desummon. I'll take it. Honestly, not the worst. And then, this is where we get the Furies. Get a sick damage reflect. Think about it. Land them onto the Pleasure Seekers. Get an Overcast Curse of the Leper. 1 million damage to his face. 10,000 damage. Everybody dies. We win. Happiness. Joy. All the emotions will be ours. Come on, Furies. It's on you. He didn't even attack the Furies. He just straight up ignored them. I'm hoping they turn around to attack the Furies, though. This point is being held by the spawn. Okay. Damage is actually not too bad. I think some of the... Yeah, some of them are attacking the Furies. Let's go. How long does that last? 10 more seconds? I need these Furies to charge the dogs. So that they will also be damage reflected. Unfortunately for me, damage reflect is... It gets resisted by spell resist. So, it's pretty bad. I'm gonna need to hold this point for like 50 years. Oh boy, that's not good. Dude, they lived. Doubly bad. Doubly bad. I would say atrocious even. One of the worst. Do I have anything that can make a play here? I can use Rot Flies. Now if they get counter charge, it's just over. I could use another Fury though. Get the capture weight down. It's taking a while to get this capture point. Yeesh. Alright. Here's the play. Here's the play. I'm gonna get some Furies again. Gonna use them to our advantage here. I just need him to YOLO everything into these Furies and get the fattest damage effect the world has ever seen. If we do that, we'll be okay. Unfortunately, he's just charging my lord. Do you not fear the counter charge of the Furies? Probably not. Honestly, there's not much of a reason to. Are you gonna charge the Nurglings? Are you gonna charge the Furies? Charging Furies. Damage deflect them. Kill him. Alright. That's about the maximum amount of damage effect I can possibly gather here. This day. Gonna get more Nurglings to contest this point. He already captured this one. That's very bad. The Furies died. They did like no damage to his fiends. Man, this is terrible. This sucks. Nurgle is so trash. Dude, that's like... I got like the max value possible out of that. And it did nothing. Okay, here's the thing though. If Turin can win with Nurgle, I can win with Nurgle. I just clearly am not playing them correctly. I need to play like a true Nurgle player and just not micro. Embrace the tankiness of the units. You think damage reflect might not be the play? I thought it was supposed to be good. I can understand the flesh hounds, but the fiends not taking a lot of... Oh, I know why. It's the low entity count. It's the freaking low entity count of these guys. Ugh. Yeah, demons are also specifically difficult for Nurgle because of the high DPS cavalry. They just punch through your face. Come on, just kill the Nurglings. I dare you. Come on, just attack them. Just he's trying to let me win. You see that? You see how he's attacking the attacking the Nurglings? Darn your high melee defense, Nurgle. Am I gonna get the point though? Am I gonna get the point? He's going for my lord, that's for sure. He has another pleasure seeker. Oh, bro. Tragedy strikes. Warriors of Chaos looking pretty green. It's been a rough day, alright. You got me, alright. Alright. GG, well played, dude. I need to embrace the proper Nurgle play, so I gotta learn them proper. This is a disaster. Nothing emboldens me more than losing a couple matches. We will bring it back. We will bring it back. Jeez, though, that was bad. That was so bad. Did the horsemen cook at least? Okay, they did okay. Oh, man, dude. I was thinking we could just fat rush them, but no. Angels of Decay sucked. They sucked versus the Pleasure Seekers, man. Pleasure Seekers ate me for breakfast. Exapole, thank you very much. 10 months, thank you. Yeah, dude, the damage effect is really underwhelming. I am surprised. It can usually do okay, at least. But I guess the Pleasure Seekers get to heal, and the Fiends don't actually have a lot of entities. So that kind of screws you. Alright, I need to consult the Turin. I think the way people usually play Nurgle... I think the way that they usually play Nurgle is they take the Chaos Lord, they put him on a Rot Beast, they give him some sick abilities, right? Some mega debuffs. They take Kaizek, Sword of Filth, mega debuff, and then they get a caster. And this guy, what do they usually give him? Is it usually a Nurgle caster? With Children of Nurgle. Immune to contact effects. It's an ability. It's a one-use ability. Why does this cost 200? Alright, not this. Gotta upcast Curse of the Leper on dogs. Will they get 400 gold worth of value? Damage Reflect doesn't... It's not more effective the more you stack it. It will just, yeah, it's additive. It's not multiplicative. And then max infantry. So max infantry is okay, but it's not going to beat any good players. I think this hero core, though, is a decent start at least. I think this is a decent start, and then we just kind of play it more normal. Right? Like, take some, I don't think Marauders of Nurgle are that great. I think most people spam the Pestigores. They only take Nurglings in reserve to stall points. But, like, what's the Nurgle cookbook? Chaos Warriors? Are the Forsaken of Nurgle good? I think some people said they're okay, but Mark of Nurgle is actually anti-synergy with them because they usually need their melee attack. I don't know if it's actually good. 46 speed is not bad, though. Okay, what if I were main-tiding it as Nurgle, right? If we were just filthy main-tiding it with the hero squad to support, you can have an okay amount of troops. And then you spam Pestigores. Storm. Yeah, I know you can. You should send me a damage reflect build. I know the damage reflect is okay, but the long cooldown, it really sets you back. I don't think having tried damage reflect in the most optimal of situations, I'm not feeling it. Though I might take one dog. We can start light, and then if it works, I'll take more. Oh yeah, I need a chosen. Yes. All right. Yes. Okay. So what I'm supposed to do? Yeah, you take the chosen. Yes, and then you have no money to speak of. 5 units. Hell yeah. Is there anything else? Man, these guys are expensive, aren't they? 65 melee defense is good, though. Yeah, Demons of Chaos is obviously rough versus Nurgle. I just want to see if we can get a build that wins at all today. Bring the Soul Grinder because it's the coolest unit in the game. Everyone brings the Soul Grinder. And I feel like everyone has an answer to it, but maybe if I micro it amazingly well, then you kind of just have an SE core with the Soul Grinder. Okay, Turin does take the Soul Grinder. Like, Turin kind of does this, but he doesn't take the Hero Squad. So what if I do? What if I do? And then I have 2 units of infantry. Now, I can spam infantry to support. I don't even know if a match is going to finish by the time the thing runs out. There's only 3 more minutes left. Dude, my ranking is so low. I'm actually the lowest MMR player. Wow. Oh, man, Nurgle is rough. The Soul Grinder could be an APM dump. Yeah, it doesn't get you a crazy amount. Doesn't get a crazy amount of work done, but yeah. I should try Chosen at some point. For now, though, we're just gonna cast the semis in the finals. The record to beat is 8, though. 8 wins. Not bad. I almost got a 90% plus win rate on Warriors of Chaos, but not quite. I just flubbed it. I just mega flubbed it. Alright. Tournament is 2 minutes left. So Blood Penguin and Fodge 2 are going. You know, I might just spectate them. And then I think I might just drop if they have a lobby. Since the round is ending soon anyways. the thickness of 7 capture weight. That is true. Chosen do have a ludicrous amount of capture weight. Blood Penguin looking to get the win, by the way. They're looking for it. Ulrich Rahl's playing today too. I think it's because Turin announced the end of the season. That usually riles up the players quite a bit. Play Lizardmen, you'll never lose. Lizardmen are fun, but yeah, I think the next tryhard faction is Wood Elves. The next for fun faction is TBD. Honestly, I kind of had a fun time with Greenskins. They were real fun. Alright. We have an opponent. Alright. Yo. Okay. You know what? Let's just have a fun game against them. Test out the Nurgle build. If it doesn't work, that's okay. And I just need to get in the right mindset. It's a mindset thing. I'm not even going to use a screen blocker. The idea is, I'm just going to sit there menacingly with a million units of infantry that never die, right? These guys have 10,000 HP a pop. Charks in a mirror match. I think I can beat Charks as Wood Elves in a mirror match. Alright, let's do this. Let us go. So we're on Itza. Alright. At least this game I will get a good feeling of how Chosen do in general. What to do against artillery? I think you just sit there. I think that's what Nurgle does. Does anyone see Turin win tournaments? What does he do? Does he just sit there and take it? I know he doesn't like this hero squad because it really cuts down on how much of an army you can have, but maybe it's okay. Swarm them. Alright. Here he comes. He's a Lizardman. The turn only announced he's an NTU. No, he announced it like in the middle of one of his streams. He announced it in the middle of one of his streams. So I don't think this was like a big Discord announcement or anything. Mantide Swarm Points or Hero Core with ROR Soul Grinder. Yeah, I'm just gonna try this. Let's just see how it goes. Okay, so we're in overtime now, so people just need to finish up. And once they're done all their matches, then we will have a definitive top 4. So far, though, it looks like Charix actually joined a little late. But they're trying to sneak into top 4. If they don't make it, it's probably Ulrich Rahl, Fodge 2, Pontum's Claw, and Blood Penguin. Interesting. Where's my War Shrine? That's 5 single entities. I could get the War Shrine and then just Mega Blob it. And then one Bretonnian Peasant Archer will end my entire existence. Man, I think what I really need, if I want to actually super try hard in like grand finals, I need to play a warm-up game to lock in. Without a warm-up game, I feel like I tend to suck. Then again, I warmed up and I played Nurgle and it's still pretty bad. But yeah, we'll see. Oh. All right, here we go. Although at the end of the day, I think I just kind of made a bad call fighting Lewin. I did also get used to fighting Alberic, who's a lot squishier. But like, yeah, fighting Lewin is pretty painful. It was pretty painful. No ASON support. Just got killed by archers. I should have just camped by the Hell Cannon. You don't think having all infantry in reserve is the way? If I wanted to follow the way, I would not be playing Nurgle. But okay, let's say the way of Nurgle. You'll be healing a lot less army at a time. The healing is percentage based. So technically, you get healing based off gold on battlefield, but overall you are correct that I get less HP per cast of heal. You could say the heal is not as effective. I don't know what happened. There was a desync. Well, that's awkward. Okay, still have my setup though. Kugath Gaming, yo, the old days of Kugath, back when they gave you a million points. Alright, so Daceberg has finished their game, but they only have 2 wins, so they do not qualify. Ulrich Rahl needs to finish up. So far, it's Blood Penguin, Fodge 2. I think they're facing each other, so that's not going to change anything. But between Ulrich Rahl and Pontim's Claw and Charix, I think that's what we're looking at. If Charix wins, which they most likely will, I think that will actually knock out Ponty. But if Ulrich Rahl doesn't win, that'll also screw them over. Oh, man, a lot of big names. We got Scrambled Egg Special also playing today. Dang. That's kind of terrifying. Are you still the only Dom player in ODM? I think there's like one other Dom player, but like I haven't talked to ODM in actual years at this point. Zorg ZVZ. Yo, ZVZ or Zorg vs Zorg in StarCraft is so APM intensive. Because you have the fastest units in the game fighting against each other. Imagine a mirror match, but like both players have 200 speed Greasus. And you have like about 30 of those guys just running around and you gotta optimally micro them. Yeah, that's very painful. Oh my goodness, the lag. The lag, not like this. Jeez, that's some real bad lag. I wouldn't blame my opponent though. Sometimes CA. Ready, good luck, have fun. Alright. I think it's stabilized for a bit. But yeah, ever since the update, versus some opponents, the game will just lag an extraordinary amount. Shredder incoming? I thought we'd see a Shredder. But no, it looks like a lot of the money's spent on Saurus. If they have 8 units, it means the average cost per unit is about 1,000. And if they got this many dudes, then shouldn't be able to fit a Shredder in there. Unless my calculations are supremely off. A little bit of lag. Slideshow, I've suffered worse. It's more like having 200 speed goblins with 180 speed bloated corpses. Okay, yeah, I like that analogy. I forgot about the baneling part because I was a filthy Protoss main. Okay, yeah, this lag is terrible. I guess I'll just wait till the top 4 decides itself. So far, Ponty and Daceberg are finished. Daceberg is not qualified. Yeah, we're still waiting on Ulrich Wall's game to finish and Charx's game to finish. Charx is playing versus Dunherm. Okay, yeah, this is real bad. Turn always brings Rotting Riders in reserve. Interesting. They're an expensive unit, but they get a lot of work done in the late game when most of the heavy hitters are dead. Looks like any other Nurgle game, to be fair. Yeah, I'll just, you know, slideshow's better than not a slideshow until we wait for the finals. Blood Penguin has gone 5-0. Terrifying. The fireball. The fireball has burned the lag away. Okay, I'm just gonna YOLO and see how strong this hero core is. He's gonna try and get the Temple Guard in, but you see the Soul Grinder just trailblazing for my SEs. Very funny, very funny. Beat him up. Beat him up. Get him. I forgot how annoying Isaac sounds. Oh my goodness. Look at this guy. Yeah, beautiful. Alright. Yo, the Soul Grinder Trailblazer though. Love to see it. Alright, now who's he charging? Who's he trying to charge here? Maybe the Soul Grinder, maybe Isaac, I don't know. I'm gonna damage reflect the Soul Grinder. Gonna get the Chosen in there. Hell yeah. Let's see here. Sore throat plus congestion ASMR. Yo, look at that. Colossadons are dead. Damage reflect is presumably doing things as the Colossadons have died. I think the damage reflect value goes to the Soul Grinder too, though I'm not entirely sure. Alright, here we go. Get them, dogs. How are the Chosen doing? Are the Chosen doing anything good? Holding okay. You know, it is pretty fun just going for the mass SE core and just bullying their lord. So waiting on Ulrich, Rahl, and Charx next to finish up. Ah, hell yeah. Look at these sick dogs. Dude, they route so fast. Good to know, good to know. Oh my gosh. There needs to be a mute Kaizak mod. Alright, there you go. Decent stream O corruption though. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna get another dog. I want to see how good this damage reflect is. I'm very skeptical, but you never know. You never know. Maybe it's sick. Alright, doggies. Get them. Get in there, boys. Beat them up. Let me see you. Let me see you roar. He's not counter-charging me, so this is not going to be that useful, but... Yeah, Curse of the Leper, son! What are you gonna do? Huzzah! That's garbage. That is some hot garbage. Love to see it. Obviously, that's not where you're supposed to use it. You should use it for counter-charging cavalry. Man, though, those dogs are bad. Those dogs are real bad. Oh, man. Fireball on my boy. Friendly fires himself, though. Love to see it. Dude, the dogs are super garbage. What is this? Melee attack reduction? Hey, I do have a double cap on my opponent. Alright, you know what? The way of the Nurg. The way of the Nurgle. Capture weight. HP. Endless infantry. This is how Nurgle is meant to be played, right? So you just start swarming this with infantry. This little hero core here is actually just not dying, so... That's actually pretty good. They're just constantly eating his poor dudes, and the Star Chamber Guardians aren't looking too hot either. Honestly, this little squad is sick. I love them. Ouch. Oh, jeez. Oh, not the burning head, not the laser beams. Okay, well, that's slightly painful. But we are Nurgle. We shall not falter. Get the damage reflect in there. Kill those temple guard while I retreat. They made it. They didn't rout. Against all odds, they actually stuck around. Impressive in its own right. Okay, and I think we're still waiting on Charix. And Pope Patty to an extent, but probably not. I don't think Pope Patty's gonna make it. Yeah, Star Chamber Guardians are really not cooking, considering my guys at large. Okay, finally. The hero squad has emerged from the trees. Ready more than ever to get into the fight. The Chosen have killed 2 units of Saurus warriors like no one's business. That's pretty fun. Okay, he got some skinks over here. This is a great time to just chuck out a bunch of Nurglings. Gets a massive burning head down the pipe. But his lord is dead. Great success. Is this how you play Nurgle? You lose until you face people that lose to them. Although, honestly, it's not like you play terribly. I think this hero squad is actually just insanely good versus all his summons. Okay, so I need him to summon a cav unit here so that my dogs can bully them. Sure, let's just pile onto the points. Yeah. Wonder how much value they got, the Star Chamber Guardians. You can see right now. 3,000. Okie dokie. A decent amount. That is indeed a non-zero amount of value that they got, yes. Skink skirms running away. Hero core holds up. They're doing good. Okay, what I need is this cavalry unit to rally, and then they charge into my dogs. Right? No, they don't have any HP to make use of the damage reflect. Alright, you know what? New plan. New plan. If I YOLO these guys, alright, through the Saurus warriors, and spam click them onto the Umbral Tide, how much damage are these guys taking? Because in theory, they should be landing hits like no one's business. I just spent 10 wins of magic for this. Oh my goodness. Alright, well that's not worth. Not in the slightest. That did like a quarter HP on the Saurus. Oh man, yeah, okay, so you really can't use that on infantry then. There's no volume slider for Kaiser. I'm gonna try Furies on the Cold One Spear Riders, maybe? Turin he has the Festus Blob on small maps sometimes. That's pretty high. Yo, Charg's still in their game against Dunherm. Very long match. Though I do recall Charg sometimes takes a little while to set up his army. Oh, okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. Wait. It's not perfect yet. Slow him down. I need buy time. I forgot it doesn't spread anymore. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see this damage. Let's see this damage. Nurgling value. Aw, yeah. Look at that sick damage of like 10 wins of magic for what is effectively a slightly stronger Melkoths. Hey, if they sit in the fight, though, it might do more. Aw, yeah. That's like 500 gold. Had to lose my entire unit of Nurglings. But I guess they're paying for themselves, kind of. And the spell is gone. Okay, so if you get cav charged, it's probably worth versus the cav charges. Is it worth versus anything else? Questionable. I think it's not a useless spell, but definitely one you can't use willy-nilly. You gonna make a tutorial for Curse of the Leper? Trust me, if Curse of the Leper was good, we would see it. I'm honestly not that interested. I'm gonna give it to you straight. I'm not that interested in the Curse of the Leper build. Because I have not seen anyone actually make it work at a high level. You can definitely make it not useless. It is actually a spell that a lot of people run. And like Rot or Die is actually quite good for this too. Rot or Die actually being quite exceptional. But yeah. I understand what you're supposed to do though, right? Like you get a cav charge or whatever, you charge some dogs in, and you can get a pretty okay trade. But I am doubtful that it'll kill like a Grail Knight or anything. It can bail you out of some situations too, yeah. Good Stream of Corruption, very nice. Honestly, Stream of Corruption is way better though. For 5 wins of magic, you can like chunk a quarter HP off infantry. This guy already got like 14,000 with just Stream of Corruption spam. I think that's much more impressive. Yeah, I think in optimal situations, I would say Curse of the Leper is fine. Not like a main spell. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see when I do a big old Nurgle deep dive. Oh, nice, they're done. So that's, what do we got? Blood Penguin, Charix, Fodge 2, and Pope Patty. Ponty barely did not make it. So Blood versus Pope, Dace versus Fodge. Okay. At, Blood versus Pope. And then what else? Oh, wait, no. And Charix versus... Yeah, Charix versus Fodge. Okay. Charix versus at... Wait, what's there? Fodge 2, my bad. Versus Fodge 2. Alright. Spec slot, please. Alright, top 4 is set up. Spec slot, please. And then we'll also message Blood Penguin. Top 4 up. Spec slot, please. Alright. Getting it done. Making sure these players don't have to wait too long. Missing Toad Dragons. Oh yeah, I do kind of like Toad Dragons. Toad Dragons are indeed quite hype. Get the Furies. Get the Furies. Very nice. Honestly, I would say this is probably the strongest part about Nurgle. This hero squad feels actually quite impactful. But if they bring like a counter hero squad unit like the Green Knight, it's kind of sus. But overall, not bad. GG. Alright, here we go. We have a lobby to join though. Disastrous day. But at the end of the day, we're just here to have fun. So let's go ahead and join that lobby. As a spectator. Very nice. Alright, time for some real games. For some people that are properly locked in today, we got Pope Patty and Plague Penguin. Very likely the winner will have to face Charix. Is the tier 3 Rot Army ability any good? It takes so long to build up. Sometimes you just want to have some stuff on the battlefield before you die. Oh, did we have a mismatch? Did Ulrich Rahl accidentally drop out of the tournament? They have 150. Let's see here. They accidentally dropped out. Ah, okay, I see. So who'd they be replacing? Did they have enough wins? Ulrich had 3 wins. They had 50. So that means that Pope Patty, actually. Ah, I see. Oh, they don't have time for playoffs. Oh, okay, then we're good. Okay, yeah, we're good. Ulrich, well, would have made top 4, but they had to drop because no time. It happens. Alright, Bretonnia Civil War. Oh, yeah, look at that. The Battle of the Bretonnians. You must learn the turn face the foot style. You said face the fist? Face to fist, what? Okay, either you're typing it wrong or you're implying something else. Yo, this should be fun though. So, rough idea about these players. Plague Penguin really likes the mass infantry styles. Pope Patty really likes Triple Grail Guardian. So we might see the battle of the knights and the peasants instead of just a boar and old mirror. I look forward to that, most definitely. They're ready? Oh, hell yeah, here we go. Alright, let's just enjoy this then. What do we got? There you go. Oh, wait. Did Pope go for the infantry and Blood Penguin? No, this is Blood Penguin, right? Double Alberic. Very fun. They mentioned wanting to bring me into a 2v2 campaign. Hell yeah. You know, if they contact me, maybe we will consider. Though campaigns tend to be a super time drain. And I am kind of busy lately. I'm super pressed for time. Yo, at what age do things stop happening all the time in my life? When can I settle down? I guess that depends on... If you have a kid, then life never settles until they move out. Alright, what are we looking at, though? Yeah, Pope Patty actually went for the Mantide. Plague Penguin went for the Elite. Interesting. Grail Knights. Knights of the Realm. Knights of the Realm. But I believe this is a double Grail Knight build. Yeah, double Grail Knight build. Couple peasants. You got Alberic. Damsel. This is the I'ma punch you in the face build. Grail Knights have armor piercing, anti-large. What's not to love? Magic attacks. Very scary. Let's see here. One of them can pretend to be Musion. Or, am I saying that right? Musion? I don't know. Anyways. We got the Alberic of Bordeaux. Very similar to this Alberic. Though one of them is just a little bit more fighty. In fact, this Alberic is missing a very important ability, isn't he? No, he has a braid. What's this then? Spirit of the Tempest. Oh, that's different from just the braid. Yeah, so this one gives the speed boost. Forgot about that. And the braid. And heroic killing blow. So this is the true Alberic. This is some Zinchen trickery. Over here. Damsel with the healing. If you bring Alberic, it's typical to see the damsel with healing, but we do not know what is in reserve. Either that or Plague Penguin forgot their caster. That'd be real awkward. Both players logging on to the stream to stream snipe each other. We'll make sure they can both see each other's army in full. Obviously, this is a low stakes tournament. I don't think either player would actually do that. And if they did, I don't think it matters that much anyways. I think one of them should probably just AFK for a second. I would say, by the way, I put my money on the more elite Bretonnian core. But if they get shot by the peasants for long enough, they will die. Peasant bowmen are actually quite good at just laying on the damage. The deeps is rather exquisite. So that is something to be wary of. But how do you defend these guys? I guess there's a couple spears, but let's just look at the stats. Bonus versus large 15. That brings their melee attack to a mighty 35 melee attack. Which is just enough. It's just enough to hit the Grail Knights. They'll have about a 35% chance to hit. Actually, 36%. 3% damage boost from what we initially thought. So they will do some damage to them. The armor will mitigate most of it, but it's still pretty decent AP. Something to watch out for. 15 squats? Alright. Well, the game will take a little while to get going. These will be the last squats of the day, though, thank goodness. 3, 4. Oh, 5. Alright, we take a break. Does anti-large bonus give bonus to melee attack? It does. Additive AP ratio is the same. So this will give him 15 more damage, which means probably like 4 more armor piercing damage versus large. That's what makes it so strong, because it's like these guys have 37 weapon strength. Very high. How is the hit chance calculated? 35 plus melee attack minus melee defense. So, easy way to remember, if melee attack and melee defense is the same, 35% chance to hit. If you have 25 more melee defense than they have melee attack, you hit the minimum chance for them to hit. Alright, here we go. Big fight. The Battle of the Alberic. So just skirmishing, though. I'll get my other 10 squats in a second, by the way. Maybe an overcommitment, though? Pope Batty? Oh, no, not like this. Alberic goes in. He gets a foe seeker, though. Ooh, the dodge. The dodge. The jukes. Very nice. So Pope Patty doing fairly well for himself. Does manage to escape, though not a complete one. He stalls for half a second, not looking. Is he trying to set up a spell? Positions it kind of far, but it's going to hit regardless. Not a lot of damage, though. Going to see some earth blooding. No spellcaster out just yet. There they are, Damsel of Life. With the regrowth. Alright, so regrowth is going to be good for Alberic for sure. And there is going to be a pretty nasty surround on the Grail Knights. Plague Penguin. No losses for the whole tournament may actually be throwing in this situation. Because if these Grails die, it's completely over. And Alberic, too. You gotta remember, Braid of Bordelot also affects infantry. So that means these spears are getting bonus versus large 27. The lag is strong. But that's actually more than enough damage to kill some Grail Guardians. The regrowth comes in, too. And we might have actually seen a very short game. That is an immense play that just went down. Braid of Bordelot is absolutely cooking everything right now. Strider's amazing, by the way. Oh my goodness. One Grail Knight does escape. The other one is still stuck in it. Bonus versus large will not help versus infantry. Plus there's trees. Not debuffing them. They're barely out of it. But this is looking very bad for Blood Penguin. Not like this. Earthblood gets cast, but holy crap, the main tide is doing well. Over on the far side, though, peasant archers are definitely dying. The mega bait, yeah. Heroic killing blow. The superior Alberic, man of the peasants. He buffs the peasants. And these Grail Knights are really not getting anything done, are they? One already has 900 from hurting Alberic, the other one 800. But they cost like 1,500. Super expensive. Alberic, though, is this a second bait? Are you trying to die? What is this? Alberic moves in. No fear whatsoever. Right on top of the Grail Knights. Gets an attack, and look at that. The disrespect. The absolute disrespect. Sitting on top of the units that were meant to counter him. as a show of force and power in this particular location. They are forced to disengage, and he knows it. And then he goes for a charge, and he goes for a charge on the enemy Alberic. With better vigor, his stats are going to be slightly better. Higher melee attack, but they both have a ludicrous bonus versus large. He's going for it, though. Holy moly. Oh my gosh, this Alberic is the most bloodlusted Alberic I've ever seen. Now, when you do have regrowth, you can afford to be a little bit more aggressive. But jeez. This guy don't hold back. Bonus versus large again. I guess in a world where everyone has bonus versus large, having infantry is nice. No one's attacking this peasant mob. They're just saying hi to the brothers. What's up, man? Oh, never mind. They're fighting now. Another big old spell comes down, but I don't think that's going to break anything. You usually use that for the leadership debuff. And yeah, I think that's a bit of a misplay. Barely got any value. But archers are still dead. Side is stabilized a little bit over here. If it lags more, I might have to leave this lobby, but we'll hold on for now. Man, look at the buffs, though. This is the most buffed peasant I've ever seen. Icon of Devotion. ITP, melee attack. Leadership. Spirit of the Tempest. Speed, charge bonus. Braid of Bordelot. Bonus versus large. Leadership. This is plus 12 leadership. And there's a knight nearby. This is plus 20 leadership peasants. They have more leadership than ogres with all of these buffs. And geez, Alberic's still dumpstering the fake Alberic. The one without all the abilities. Damsel of Life is still doing pretty good. I'm just a little worried about the ticket situation, right? Peasants are good, but the cleanup is pretty slow. Value trading is hard to judge because a lot of it is lord damage and a lot of it's being healed up. But you can see the blue Alberic getting some good deeps in. Hitting them up. The fight continues. Is that another regrowth? I think it is. Vigor is still really high. You can see the vigor demands on this guy. Minus 13 melee attack. Minus 15 speed. He may even rout, which would lose the Blessing of the Lady. Definitely don't want that to happen. But here's the problem. Capture weight's kind of getting roughed up. As you can see here, peasants, they only have 2 capture weight, being expendable and all. Now we're going to see another Alberic dive in. This one's heal capped, so he's actually taking more damage than this one. He lands. Oh my goodness. Is this going to be another bait? Is it going to be another Alberic bait with the peasant tide just hunkering down? Because I think if either side loses their lord, it's completely over. We're going to see one Grail Knight biting the dust. This is just a Knight of the Realm. So no more Grail Knights, actually. I guess this one at a quarter HP. I think it comes down to this, though. Cavalry have come in, but the blue Alberic is surrounded by the enemy Grails and Questing Knights. However, the counter surround. Counter surround of blue Questing Knights. Oh, okay. So they got bonus versus large, too. Getting a lot of damage. This is probably the end of the Grail Knights, unless it gets saved by these Knights of the Realm. And maybe that's what's going to happen. Oh my gosh, the counter surround. The counter surround? Holy crap, that came out of nowhere. Double Knights Errant on both sides. Completely sandwiches the infantry. And I think we're about to see another swing. Yeah, there's the Champions of Cornell too. I think I might continue my squads, guys. Oh, and the charge. Crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the infantry, honestly, I thought they would do better with the bonus versus large, but no. No. Blood Penguin. Out for blood. Pun not intended, my bad. Same lobby for finals, and that's going to be it. 2,400 value, 3,400. Yeah, so I think this Alberic did a lot better than the winning Alberic. But at the end of the day, the Grail Knights actually held up really well, mostly because of their armor. And the Cav trades went a little better, right? Because it was just a spear blob, but no archer support. They all kind of died. And that's probably what did it. He also got cycle charged a few too many times after the initial good engagement. And then once you kind of lose on the cavalry fight, then the infantry just gets cycle charged and murdered. Might have needed halberds, yeah. Halberds with the armor piercing, way better. But way more susceptible to archers, which is why I think Pope Paddy did not go for it. Nice game though. GG, well played. And now we wait for the finals. It's probably going to be Charix. Oh, my legs. Oi. Oh, wait. Wait, who won? Yeah, Plague Penguin, yeah. Pope Paddy, pretty scary. Ooh. Hey, I think I'm hitting my second wind. The pain is gone. Oh. Dude, these squats. Yeah, I was supposed to be ripped at the beginning of this year. We didn't get there. I did manage to pack on like 2 more pounds though. 3 more pounds from my lowest. Gotta be healthy. Oy. Plague Penguin versus Charix coming. Pope Paddy versus Charix is some season final. It's Plague Penguin, yeah. You'll win a tournament as Bretonnia at some point. You were close, man. You were close. You got a 6 around there. It's barely not enough. I think we're likely to see Charix coming soon, though. Start eating ice cream daily to gain weight. Yeah, I mostly want the protein. I gotta bulk. It's okay. I'll feast on Costco chicken for many days. You have a mod to balance armor piercing damage values. Nothing above 65% to armor. I would be a little careful about making a mod like that. Getting a balance mod is one of the hardest things to get adopted by the multiplayer scene. That would be quite difficult. But if it's something you just want to do, I'm not going to stop you. Enjoy it. I'm just giving you a heads up. Might not be a popular opinion, but core muscles, they will do more for you than any other muscle group. Yeah, I should get back on weighted sit-ups. Absolutely. Protein shakes and just don't move. Yo, protein shakes are expensive though, right? Can I just eat Costco chicken? Oh, I knew it. Big boy Charix has arrived and he's Skaven. Ah, hell yeah. Yo, this is gonna be a treat. I learn a lot when I watch Charix play Skaven. We need more Nurgle mains for me to watch. Because then I can actually, like, really investigate their playstyle. But Berserk doesn't play in a lot of my tournaments. So it's harder to scout him out. Tofu's goated protein. Ooh, yeah. Get that from TNT. Walking desk treadmills. Win a tournament while running. Jeez. Yeah, that would be very difficult. Yeah, I think my core exercise, my core is not very strong. I will I got some working to do. But hey, the slow progress, Bretonnia versus Skaven, that matchup screws you over so much. I think Charix is going to, what's the map? Let me check the map real quick. So, generally speaking, I think we're going to see Stormverm and Halberds. They're just an amazing unit. Apparently map is Putrefying Carcass. Okay. But yes, Charix, I don't know if he'll take Skirmishers here. Obviously, there'll be Rat Ogres. But, like, the question is, what is the next anti-cav unit? Is it going to be a Mutant Rat Ogre? Doesn't seem like Charix's style. I think we're more likely to see Eshin Triads and Skirmishers. I do know Charix really likes the reserve Plague Claw Catapult. Keep an eye out for that one, guys. But what else is there? Clanrat Spears are terrible versus armor, so you don't want to see that. I'd be very surprised if he spammed Clanrat Spears. Extraordinarily surprised. So if not them, it would be... full Chad Eshin themed army. If they had armor piercing, like Snickage, maybe. So I forgot my vitamin D. Whoops-a-daisies. Hey guys, I should start selling supplements, right? That's what streamers do when they get big. There's no beating these companies that have can already mass produce it. I need like Inticity branded vitamin D. Wins you tournaments unless you play Nurgle. Or face Blood Penguin, of course. Inticity juice. Yeah, if you live more, at least what my doctor said, for me, I'm not a doctor, but talk to your doctor about vitamin D. But if you live more north, it's more common to get vitamin D deficiency. Such is life. I asked them specifically if going outside more would solve it. They're like, no, just take the supplements. I was like, huzzah! I didn't want to go outside anyways. Who's favored in this matchup? It's really hard to say. It's two mains fighting each other. I would say Charix is favored as the player. As the player overall, Charix is freaky. The level of micro and consistency is very high. Plague Penguin plays a lot of Bretonnia. They wouldn't have played versus Skaven as often as Charix would play against Bretonnia. But just being a faction main, I think Plague Penguin definitely has an idea of what they want to do. I'm sure they've played against each other before. We will see. But I would put my money on Charix. I think Charix has some insane stuff cooked up. And we would need to see a fairly clean game from Plague Penguin to win this. It's very rare to see Charix just like throw his lord or something, you know? Although, while Charix is much more consistent, I think like... I'm really weird as a player. I'm very inconsistent. So for me, like, I might absolutely crush it one day. Dumpster Danikant, 5-0 in a best of 9. And the next day, I get completely clobbered. Skaven favored? Really? The matchup in general? Isn't Cavalry generally super good versus Skaven, though? What makes it Skaven favored? Is it the Warp Lightning Cannon? I think this map definitely helps. The artillery forcing Bretonnia forwards could be a death sentence for them. I think that's kind of the big deciding factor. It's probably just the artillery. Bretonnia don't really like artillery. Halberd spam, kind of. Like, you can only take 4 halberds. And then you're stuck with triads, which are low mass. Risky. Oh, never mind. Yes, you can take 5. That's true, that's true. Blood Penguin might take Trebuchets versus Skaven. That's a non-zero outcome. Charix flexing though with the ready up. Oh, they ready. Your sister spends lots of time outdoors gardening. but she's just as deficient in vitamin D as you are. Dang, yo, that's rough. Location and genetics. Look, anyways, any excuse to not go outside. That's all I need. Triple Trebs. Yo, are we gonna see the blessed Trebs? Has anyone found that blessed Trebs are actually worth it? Like, technically they don't friendly fire your guys, but like you're not shooting into combat anyways. So I don't know. They uptrade into Squires, Storm Vermin? That's crazy. Is that with or without a grill relic nearby? I didn't know Squires were that garbage. Really? A lot of Squire hate. I thought they were not bad. Like, they're reasonably cheap. Chark's unreadied up. The anti-flex. Fear. Like, Squires are kind of squishy, but like, they have anti-infantry armor piercing, right? How much do they cost again? Are they 750? Or are they 8? They're not great swords, right? Would you guys rather have foot squires or great swords? Honestly, great swords have gotten a few buffs. I feel like more and more people would pick the greatest of boys. It's pretty funny seeing them mixed into Empire builds nowadays. Because they actually hold the line. Great swords, 10 out of 10. Everybody loves great swords. Yo, I'm happy that they finally see a little bit of play. They've been out of the meta for like half a decade. When was the last time you could unironically say great swords were meta? Even partially. I don't think that I remember a time ever. Maybe in Warhammer 1? Plague Penguin readying up. Squires are only good versus Zinch. I see Squires in a few matchups. Though I can see them doing quite well versus Zinch. Oh, that's true. Versus Dowie. Ah, dang it. Darn dwarves always mixing things up. What are we looking at? Warp grinders. What? Oh, right. Never mind. Chark's gonna lose. It's over. It's over. It's yeah. Pack it up, guys. We're done. We're done here. Charks has dived off the deep end. If he wins, is he trying to get warp grinders not buffed? You gotta not run the unit if you want CA to buff it, man. How am I supposed to petition? If he wins with them, all other Skaven mains are screwed. Do you understand the sabotage you are doing to the Skaven community, Charks? Oh boy. I think he might actually crush it, though. I want to see which ability he uses. Do you think he'll pop both at the same time or just one? Just the net or the slow first, then the net? Warp grinding your teeth right now? Yo, this is wild. Predictions, people? Predictions? The trebuchets kill them immediately. And then Chark still somehow finds a way to win. I think that's my prediction here. Like, he's just gonna get some sort of rat ogre charge on some cavalry, catch them with triads or something, and then it's completely over. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe he'll get like a warp lightning cannon and shoot some hippogriff knights. I could see that. Bretonnia will cook. I think the triple treb. They got a blessed treb too. Dude, these people are memeing. They're memeing. Okay, they're not truly memeing. Though I do think the blessed treb. Like, if it cooks, it cooks. I'm just doubtful. Bretonnia brought out some big guns. They literally do not have guns, but I guess these are the biggest metaphorical guns you can take. True, true. Royal Hippogriff Knights, kind of insane. Louis, decked out with everything, except for the buff when he gets low. Plague Penguin does not intend Lewin to get below half HP. Earth Blood Power Stone because he had 100 gold left over. It only gives you +3 Winds of Magic. It's an okay item, but not that useful if you're just healing. What do we got? Ah, yes, Avalanche Mortars. I don't think they'll do much here. Much better versus infantry, but technically if they get in range of the Trebs, it's not bad. Skrolk is a wild pick. Now, I did pick Skrolk the other day and won. So, yeah, I beat Slaanesh with them. But against Bretonnia, the sniping is much less effective. I'm not going to knock these abilities, though. They are very painful. So this is basically an overcast final transportation. A lot of damage. You don't want to get Rod of Corruption. Right? That's like 1,000... Yeah, it's like almost 2,000 damage. It's on its way to 2,000 damage AoE. Liber Bubonicus is like a Spirit Leech. It's like an amped Spirit Leech, I believe. What? That's like... it's like slightly more than Spirit Leech. You're gonna do about like 800 damage. Depending if I have my ticks correct. I believe spells, they tick for an extra second, but... Here we go. Very unlucky Warp Grinders. The battle has barely begun and they have been curse-splatted. The Blessed Trebuchet, very happy. They've drawn First Blood, and now Lewin is looking for First Blood. Storm Vermin. Nope, that's Skaven Slave Spears, never mind. No need to look at that massacre. Skaven moving up. Lewin showing off the fact that he has literally nothing to worry about. Skaven Slaves are already gone. And overall, I'd say this is a fine position for the Bretonnians. Net has dropped, though. Get netted, Lewin. And you can move again. Damage is okay, though. You know, you get some Storm Vermin poke, but there's nothing to actually finish this guy off. The wonderful accuracy of the Trebuchets coming into play, though. Not a single hit. Avalanche Mortars still at full HP. Totally happy. And okay, maybe a Skrolk Snipe. Now, that's kind of weird, I would say. Blobbing on Skrolk, that's exactly what he wants. Are we going to see some sick abilities? Liber Bubonicus, so that's a free Spirit Leech on Lewin. A little painful. Did he use his ability? No Spell Shield. All right, no Lion Shield to save him. Skrolk is a decent fighter, too. 61, 69, very nice. Higher than Lewin, actually. The Net. Seismic Snare. Uses his ability now, but that's not going to save him. And the Warp Lightning Cannon has arrived to counter the Trebuchets. They've killed one Avalanche Mortar, but this is where it's at. Are we actually going to see a surprising Warp Grinder win? Well, there's no net to catch Lewin, is there? It's just Skrolk. But I think if Lewin actually goes AFK for a bit, it's not bad. He does have some pretty good spells here. Green Knight's going to bully the Warp Grinders. They are magic damage, 100% armor piercing, basically. Technically, they can do okay versus the Green Knight, but the chance it hits too low. And the Blobbening ain't looking too good. But potential misplay here. Hippogriff Knights, kind of sus. Warp Grinders surround on the Green Knight. It's just kind of a hilarious counter. But yeah, they do actually do magic attacks. Though one Hippogriff Knight charge is a free terror out, that's for sure. And this is pretty bad. Avalanche Mortars getting Recarinoed. Big charge from the Mounted Yeoman. Ashen Triad trying to come on in. Potentially, we could see some picks here. If the Warp Lightning Cannon goes down, though, that's very bad. Is that another net? No. Aura of Pestilence, though. Not doing too bad. Skrolk does have magic attacks, by the way, so he is very well suited to kill the Green Knight. There's definitely a lot of ways that Bretonnians can lose here. Take a look at this, right? Hippogriffs, low HP after that first tussle. Yeoman dead. Warp Lightning Cannon being saved. Value trading fairly even, and capture points are being captured by Jarex. I will say the Warp Grinders got a little bit of value. Where's the other one? Where is the other one? Okay, yeah, the Warp Grinders didn't do anything. Phase 1 of Anticity's prediction is correct. The Warp Grinders did nothing. Now we just need Jarex to somehow pull a win, being 1,200 gold now. Skrolk is gonna live. Has he used his ability yet? He has not. I'm very surprised. Rod of Corruption can work these guys pretty hard. Oh, no. It's 25 or more combatants. Never mind. Not quite. Not quite a final transmutation. My bad. Chark showing that he knows better than I. Teeth Breakers have arrived. All right. Surprising to see more weapon team call-ins when you still got trebuchets, but I guess if you just get enough numbers on them, maybe it works. Feel like you might as well get Knights Errant. You don't like Yeoman. Charx likes Yeoman because he can babysit them a lot more. And having more units of cavalry can get a lot of work done. But they're definitely not an amazing, amazing unit. You can see he's mixing them in with Knights of the Realm. But just having more than one unit of cavalry lets you get these surrounds. That charge, though, was terrible, however. The Triads are definitely cooking. And this is looking to become a trading sort of game, right? This is going to be a big trading game. Gotta see Skrulk. Skrulk's combat stats are about even to the Green Knight right now. Not the prettiest thing in the world. Teeth Breakers doing alright, though. Are we going to see an actual target fire? They didn't creep up. Charx trusted in voice crack. He trusted in the line of sight. And it worked. Absolute obliteration on those mounted yeomen. This guy, I swear. He knows how to use his units well. It's like StarCraft 1 and Dragoons. A pro player can actually make plays with them. You can't get them up a ramp. That's how I feel about these range units, man. Charx. The 6 control. Now he's moving them up. This is definitely a win condition unit, but Skrulk is suffering. Mega debuffed. No stats for this poor guy. Full routed. And maybe the Bretonnians have made a counterpunch play. Teeth Breakers are in. Big volley. Little wee bit of damage. It's not that devastating, though. Getting some decent hits on the Hippogriff Knights. What's the value? 500. Warp Grinders. They're hitting some peasant mobs, giving them like 5 more gold worth of value, but this is a problem right here, right? Bretonnia is real good into Skaven units in the late game. If the initial fight is kind of close, what do the Skaven have to defeat this? Well, they can summon in Rat Ogres for the low price of 700. Knights of the Realm cost just as much. They're faster, they hurt. I would be a little worried if I was Charx right now. I would be a little worried. As the dive in on the Teeth Breakers comes on in, they do a little bit of a side step. A little bit of a miss micro. And now it looks like devastation. Looks like only half of my prediction was correct, as this is looking very bad. Blessed Field Trebuchet. Holy smokeroos. 1,500 gold worth of value. This one paid for itself. Paid for itself and then some. I think the trebuchets are smart, though. You want them against the Storm Vermin. Storm Vermin are pretty popular. They do well versus weapon teams. All in all, a pretty good time. Gonna try and shoot him up, but Lion Shield. Look at Lewin, the Chad Lewin. Doesn't care. Charges straight into the gun. Smacks him in the face. And that's going to be it. Blood Penguin is the victor today. Charx Skaven was not able to hold, as you can see. Storm Vermin, only one of them did okay, and that's because he got to sit on Lewin and the Green Knight. Avalanche Mortars got 62. That's my king. That's my king. Yo, the Bretonnian peasants. Very happy today. 62 value on the Avalanche Mortars. 367. I think Warp Grinders. Warp Grinders for 400 gold, alright? Make him 400. What are you doing, CA? That's Blood Penguin. Congrats on the Brett win. I'll get you your tourney win soon. Or actually, Trizik, if you could bump Blood Penguin's tournament wins, that would be amazing. Just message me if you're able to do that. But let's look at these values. Skaven Slaves, pretty spooky. Clan Rats, Shields. Oh boy, it's a massacre. 2,600 value on this guy. Lewin didn't even bleed, man. He was full HP. Damsel even got in there. Damsel almost did as much damage as the avalanche mortars. That's bad. Somehow this thing got 1,500 value. Green Knight with the clobber in time. Squulk, no kills, but a decent amount of damage. Alright. Squulk did okay. And yeah, you see, this is what I'm talking about. This is a Charks, or not the Charks, Blood Penguin special. Blood Penguin special. Sorry, I think I mixed them up. I mixed them up earlier in the match, but yeah. Mounted Human can get some work done. Sometimes you just need a cheap cavalry to get the charge in on something that's defenseless, and then you get 2 for the price of 1. It's very nice for outmaneuvering your opponent. Both players can pull off Mounted Human. Very nice. Very nice, yeah. What a massacre, though. That was an absolute massacre. Warp Lightning didn't do anything. Rat Ogres... Honestly, I think if you give Skaven Rat Ogre great weapons, and you make Warp Grinders cost 400 gold, I think we're getting somewhere. For now, though, the only one that can make it work is going to be Charks. Anyways, I'm going to pass out. Pass out now. I'm going to close it out. I'm going to close out the stream. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. Today's just a short one. Nice, quick stream. I think I don't have anything else to go over. I might as well see if there's someone worth raiding real quick. But if you want to head out, do feel free to head out. Let's see here. War Hammer. Come on, Twitch. Total War Warhammer 3. Anybody I recognize here? The answer is no. Alright, I'll just close it out then. Peace! And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably for some campaign. I'm thinking some campaign action. Trizik finished the 1 HP mod. So, I think that could be very, very fun.